rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gonna act? I remember sleeping.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there. On that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Ford. He completes this one to Mack. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Rodrigo Blank.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
And the Chargers first down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find Switzer. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, Ford. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
19, Tiger, 65. Watch the safety creep. Jumping.
First and 10, Taylor now. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Ford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Ford going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Odell
Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Chargers 9, Colts 6.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So now the Colts offense, they'll line up and go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now here's Ross. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Switch. Check 52. Shoot. Check.
On first down, Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier, taken down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 12, Chargers 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Ford. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Incomplete. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Ford. And he's got his man, Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Herbert. He'll get this one to Switzer. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
43-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on first down. Taylor able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on second down.
Ford. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Ford's pass.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Wide, get wide. Hey, no, man, no. Me. Cougar 19. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Ball carried by
Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and 10, Ford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
For number 27.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air on second down. Ford. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to
finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Celebrating the guys who just gave up that play.
Quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Just 1 second remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout. Second and 3. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54 miles. Here we go. Hey, watch out. Check. Stop your body.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Odell Beckham.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brought down just...
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Michael Badgley lining up for
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Colts 26, Chargers 16. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing to start the drive. Ford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check 26. Check 26. Kill.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Ford looking deep for Hilton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home. Crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch the run. Check. Fresno. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on second down, Ford. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Colts 33. Chargers 16.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd and short.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Again, Herbert. Open man is Switzer, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Chargers first.
Herbert throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
24. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Ford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ford looking for Campbell downfield, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing on first down. Ford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 15-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 97 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get him.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
7 yards. And it's
3rd and long. It's Herbert. It got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Congratulating the kickoff for the Chargers.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down.
Yard line.
Now Herbert. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, It'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much stress on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residents, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you built like that.
I ball like 23. Won't fall again and